Hey guys, Booligan here with Booligan Shooting Sports. And this is my cannon. Yeah, she's done. She's ready to fire. She's ready to annihilate this watermelon. But before we do that, because I'm a kind of bit of a cannon tease, let's talk about what I did to finish this cannon. You may recall in a previous video, a previous short, I talked about the carriage that I would be making. Well, I made it. It's made out of red oak. It's bolted together with several carriage bolts, how appropriate, and it uses steel trunnion caps on top to keep this whole thing from yeeting itself into oblivion when I shoot it. With over 400 feet-pound of potential recoil energy and over 10,000 feet-pound of muzzle energy, yeah, that's a distinct possibility. I fired one blank round through it, just an ounce of powder and a couple of hot dog buns to give it a little bit of compressive force. That's the video that you saw at the very beginning of this. But now we're gonna load it up live. And I think Brendan Herrera would be proud because we're gonna do a White Claw test. Except for, instead of shooting a White Claw, we're shooting a White Claw. Let's load this sucker up. Let me show you how that's done. Let's go ahead and load this thing up. A couple notes about safety. Cannons can go very, very wrong, very, very fast. It's important to do things by the book. In this case, a couple of rules to follow. You never want to be in front of the muzzle of this cannon, especially when it's loaded. You also never want to be directly behind the cannon, especially when it's loaded. With over 400 feet-pound of potential recoil energy and over 10,000 feet-pound of potential muzzle energy, things can go very fast or go bad very fast in a hurry. So just be careful. Use your brain. We're going with some preloaded powder. I went ahead and I measured these last night. These are 2-ounce loads. Now, some people will stick the whole thing down the barrel. I don't necessarily love doing that just because it leads to potentially more stuff that can get stuck in the chamber. So, this is on a cool barrel. This has been mocked before. So what you're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and tip this sucker back, and we're going to pour that powder load down into the chamber. So a little bit left there. You then want to take your projectile. In this case, it's this White Claw can. And it should fit oh so nicely in the bore. Now, give myself a little bit more room to play here. You don't want to have, again, anything directly in front. I had to do a quick cut there because I failed a step to properly measure how far down my ramrod, which wasn't necessary, but how far down my ramrod would need to be in order to have the can properly seated. We have this aimed in the general vicinity of this. You're going to use a tool to go ahead and make some room in that powder. We have a long length of fuse here because I need to be able to get the hell out of the way. Again, this is the first time shooting a projectile out of this. We don't know what's gonna happen. The whole thing could explode. That is the least likely. It could fire without a hitch, blow up this watermelon, make a huge mess of everything, probably knock over the cameras. That would be an awesome option. The reality is probably somewhere in the middle. Let's go ahead and set up the slow-mo camera, and then let's see what this thing does. Pray to the cannon gods that everything goes well. Well guys, I think Gallagher would have been proud of that one. Holy cow. Well, as you can see, the watermelon's gone. The watermelon's real gone. As you can see, the white claw is pretty gone too. These are about the biggest pieces that I could recover. Yeah. So I guess if anyone's curious, the quickest way to get rid of a watermelon with a white claw, when in doubt, use a cannon. And now a word from our sponsors. Just kidding, I don't have a sponsor for this, but I really do want to spread the good word of Coach's Club cannons. Holy cow. This thing is the most fun that I've had at the range in a long, long time. It is just, I hate the pun. It is an absolute blast to shoot. The concussive force, you feel it in your soul when you fire this thing. See the destruction of the target. This was up close because I didn't want to miss, but seeing the destruction of the target is just crazy, crazy, crazy. And you can build one of these for like $700. That's the price of a particularly nice factory Glock in the current pricing gouging that's happening. This is just too much fun. I'm gonna swab the bore, and I brought some pool balls. That's what this is actually chambered for, is billiard balls. We're gonna shoot a billiard ball, maybe try to get some range on it. I'll put the target up against that berm. Maybe I'll put a camera down so you can see what it looks like from the front, and we'll pray for my cameras. But, oh man, this is too much fun. This today at the range was a little hit or miss. I had some guns work great and some guns work not so great. But this cannon works oh so great. All right, we've got some watermelons downrange, maybe possibly zeroed in. I have no idea. Well, we don't kill with the cannon and a billiard ball. We're gonna kill with the shotgun. Sadly, we missed with the cannon. Let's not miss with the shotgun. I love the smell of eviscerated watermelon in the morning. Smells like victory. Thanks for watching.